Hi, Tasha.
Hey, Carm.
How are you today? Happy Sunday. We're
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday. I am good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm very good.
Oh, look at you. Oh, I can't wait to hear about it.
Ooh. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to episode 5. Now we're up to episode 5 of Living Single with Carmen Tasha. This is episode 5 of the series, What Do We Want? Our first series where we're trying to figure out what it is we want because we just want to have a mate here in these. And so we're living single out here in these streets.
We are, but we're trying to change that this year. So
And definitely change it.
it is happening.
Yes, it is. We're talking here. We're two besties. We're living bi-coastal and we like to discuss things about our lives and things together as besties do. And so we put this podcast together, this episode of talking about what we want in dating and finding that mate because we're ready to find the mate. We got all the good stuff, so now we're ready for the mate.
We are. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it today. What are we talking about, Tash?
We're gonna talk about we're gonna sum it up for you. We're gonna talk about every episode today. So let's get started.
All righty. We're summarizing these episodes and this is it, like I said, episode 5. So we've we've actually did some work and we encourage you to, we trying to figure out what it is we want and so that we can find the mate because we both are me and Tasha are kind of those kind of spiritual beings and we believe in the universe and all that. And I know that what you put out into the universe is what you bring back. And so instead of the stuff that we don't want, the negativity, we decided to talk about making this episode on trying to figure out what we want, what we really, really want in a mate, a man. I want a man. I ain't gonna, that's what I want a man. So that's it. What about you?
Me too. I don't want nobody I got to raise. I definitely want a man. I want somebody to handle me.
Yeah, and I'm not, not
Uh-uh.
joking, but I'm strictly digging. So that's just because I don't let the bald head fool you now.
Yes,
Anyhow,
I definitely want my partner, but yes, I want my man. That
yeah.
is what I want. I want my king because I was made for a king.
Oh, you were made for a king. All right, what we did was we broke this down into 4 short episodes of what we want. In our first episode, we went through finding out what we want. We decided to do the 5 love languages. We took the quiz. Tasha and I both separately took the
Good.
quiz.
We
And we
should
figured
take
out
it
what our
again.
love languages are. And we are besties. We are both Libras, but we are obviously different because she's white, I'm black. But we are also different in what we're looking for in that mate because everybody has that thing. They bring the baggage and everything else of what they feel like they're missing. And so in the 5 love languages, I figured out I changed mine from 2 or 3 years ago. So my love language, my number one love language is physical touch. Physical touch. And that's kind of strange for me because I'm not touchy feely and I don't like people touching me. So we're gonna figure out what that's gonna be like. And then, and then I want some acts of service because I guess I'm a queen, so I like service. It just makes me feel special when someone does something for me, and it's not a dollar thing; it's an act of service. Quality time is next because I do like time, but it's not that important because I'm a loner and I like to be by myself. So that words of affirmations because I'm from Missouri and you can talk all you want, but you got to show me first. So words of affirmation don't mean that. You tell me you love me all day. I don't know. I got to see it. And then gifts because I'm whatever I want. I mean, I like gifts. Don't get me wrong now, brother man. Come on, bring them on now. I like the gifts. I like the flowers. I like the presents. I like the jewelry. Now, you notice I ain't got no jewelry, so that means I'm single. You ain't got no jewelry on either, so that means we single.
No,
Because
I just barely got it.
costume, little cheap beauty
These are
supply.
here's my. I think these are those paparazzis.
These are beauty supply, and they getting ready to turn, so I got to buy some new ones. But anyway, Titus, what are your I love what did you end up figuring out were yours?
So mine is quality time, and that is important to me because look, I just can't be your part-time, spare time, or anytime. I've got to be your. We got to be like having some kind of time together and set that time aside for each other. So quality time is important to me. personal touch is next, and yes, I am touchy feely, so I like all that kind of craziness. And then words of affirmation. Yeah, that is number three. But look, I don't take your words for nothing. Like I'm not from the show me state, but look, you're gonna have to show me because I don't believe you. And then acts of service. I'm not all about acts of service. I've never really had it, so I don't know about it. You might have to teach me. And then and as far as gifts, I am not a material woman, and so
Either one of us are. I mean,
I don't
plus,
want the lint in your pocket. I want your time.
well, I like the pocket too, but
Oh, I like the pocket, but I don't want that lint that's in there. I want their time.
yeah, but
And
I
I
mean, basically, but the thing is, the reason why gifts, I figured out though why gifts probably are both of our number fives is because since we've known each other,
we're not
what,
materialistic
how
people.
old was Natalie when we met? She was what, 11, maybe 10?
10, 11, something
Yeah, man,
around there.
she was in elementary school. So in years of
Yes.
years, we became friends and we worked together for years and then we were besties. Neither one of us, we both always been
Yes.
independent women holding it down our damn self. So gifts ain't not, I mean, if I want something, I'll get it myself, same way with you.
Yep.
So anyway, so we know now what our five love languages are between the two of us. And so we kind of went through if you go back and watch episode 1, you'll see where we broke it down because a lot of it was very surprising both to me and Tasha because I would have thought quality time would be what I would have wanted number one, and it really was physical touch, and that's probably because I ain't been touching in so long. So we ain't want to go there. That's another subject for another episode because we're gonna do a after dark episode one of these days. But
Oh yeah.
anyway, so
Same.
and you was like, I need some quality. I need some quality time. And then no, what was the word about? I don't need words about that. But so watch episode 1. It's hilarious. People like that one. And then our second episode, we went into actually our standards because one of the things that I know, I'm picky, you picky, not picky, but well, I'm picky. Not picky, but I know there's things that I want, and there's high standards, and there's 5 must-haves that I go through, and you went through yours, and that whole nine, and we decided what we might want to compromise on. We just thought about it. That was just the episode where we thought about, okay, maybe we'll compromise, and I said I'd compromise on race or culture. Maybe I'll do something different that way. And you said you would. What did you say you were gonna compromise on? Or you was gonna actually compromise and maybe date a white man? But I think you done reneged on that already.
Look. There's been a few white men that's tried to talk to me, and I try to conversate, but I just got really bored really fast. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. We talked
Okay.
about things that just was not going to align. And look, I'm gonna be honest. There's something about a darker skinned man that is more passionate. There's something about them that I want, and just it's nothing
But hey,
against any other race. That is
that's
what
what
I'm
it is. What
attracted to.
what are we talking about? What do we want? And everybody deserves what we want. So if that's what you want, honey, you're gonna get well.
Look, I just think there's something beautiful about black and white when those skin touches. I
Oh,
just think it's
man.
beautiful. Or
You don't.
even brown and white. Like I don't want white and white.
Well, that's what
I
you
just
want.
don't think vanilla and vanilla it don't swirl good.
I mean, I tell you, oh, now that's true. That's too bland. Y'all going to color land. See, but put some brown. There's a song NDI makes called Brown Skin, up against Joe Brown, my brown skin. Let's not go there. Okay. And then episode 4, we went ahead and set our intentions. We made our intentions. And my intentions was we said, okay, if you're going, we know now what we want. We figured out what we might want to compromise on, all that. Then we decided, okay, let's set some intentions. We're going to set our intentions to make that. And I know in creative mode. The universe, I'm in that secular, my numerology chart says that I'm in a temporal pinnacle coming up on Thursday, the 2nd of February. That's to give me the date. So, shit's happening for me. And I don't know, the setting intentions thing, we'll talk about that later. But I set my intention that I want to be more open to other cultures and open to other things and adventures. I would be more honest about what I up front and be more clear on what I wanted up front. And because I typically don't, a lot of I say I do, but I really don't. And I wanted to date with more intention. And those were my manifesting my intentions. What did you say? What was your
I
intention?
mean, the same thing. I was gonna open up, and I was because look, I'm just too relaxed, and if they don't speak to me, I don't speak
Yeah.
back,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We
So
said we was gonna
I
talk there.
have been saying that I was going to make that first approach. I have in a few instances, and then others I've gotten numbers, and I'm just sitting here with like these numbers, and I don't really know that I'm that interested, so I don't want to act on it yet, and so.
You know,
That
like
is
I
my
said,
problem though. I get stuck there sometimes. And but look,
well, this is a new journey. It's not like change doesn't happen overnight. So you're actually what you call it. Whenever you're aware of something that you're doing, you're already on the process of
right,
making
I'm going on the right path. I do know that.
exactly.
And I'm
Whenever
doing
you're
that
aware
on
of
all
something,
aspects of my life, and
you're
I'm
like,
starting to see that. So I know I'm trending the right way. That's all I know. I'm going whoop,
all
whoop,
right, and you are, because I'm proud of you. To be honest, as your bestie, I will tell you, I am proud of you. You know, you're coming into your own and all that because we had that issue. I mean, I'm doing the same on my end. I'm not saying that I'm perfect because I'm trying to come into my
no,
own, but
like we
you were that whole negativity thing. I've noticed that you've kind of backed off on that, what you ain't gonna do and all that. And see, isn't it much
and it
easier?
ain't just in dating with me, it's on all levels. And because I am quick to everybody's like, oh, here she goes, because I will go, look, I
I
go
know.
0 to 100 and like that,
In 2 seconds.
and
But
yes,
anyway, but no. But I'm actually talking about though, even in just in your dating, because we were talking about dating.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
You're letting go of that negative because I don't know if you watched our intro video or that when we got this started, me and Tasha we had this back and forth thing because I'm always being just a nature or natural or optimistic, open, positive person. And her, I don't want and I don't want. So she's actually good. So kudos. So we set our intention. We done all that. So we good.
well,
We
look,
doing the work.
no, we'll talk about it when we talk about our potentials and we'll talk about that in a minute.
But like I said, we're doing the work because you can't get change don't come overnight and change don't come by you not doing anything. You got to put things in action, and we are actually even by putting this out there on the universe for people to see and hear, and these strangers are gonna know what we're talking about. It's just to put it out there so the universe can bring it back. And I'm um truly know that is what happens because now we're talking about episode 5. We've summarized everything. We're talking about manifesting and what are we going to manifest? What do we manifest? And what do we want to manifest? And what is happening to us? And how are we going to go about manifestation? Are we going to? The thing is I guess you've set the intention. So now you got to let the universe do its thing. Because if you keep tweaking it, changing it, telling me, oh no, I don't want it this way. Oh, but I want it this way. But oh no, the universe is going to get confused because we've actually, and I think though we really need to be more, now it's time to be specific and saying this is what this, which I have, you have too. And now we know, and so that manifestation part, well, we got to let the universe do its thing. And sometimes, we get kind of antsy and we want to do, push and we got to let God do work. Now we didn't put it out there. That's what I think. So, what about? I don't know. I'm gonna
I
see.
mean, I am. I'm gonna just see what happens. I mean, look, I was open to things. Just yesterday, someone was trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to push back because that's the typical way for me. And the more that they came, I just felt like there's some reason this person is just steadily, like they're trying to get through to me, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to just open up and give this person a fair shot. And
Ugh,
so I did something outside the norm for me.
well,
And this person is
gotcha.
on, they're a couple hundred miles away, and that is not something I want to do. And that's so I'm gonna see what that happens there. But then there's another situation we'll talk about later.
Okay. Like I said, we manifesting. So that's last week when we talked about when I set my intentions on. I think I said I want to be more open. I want to be able to more things, and I wanted to,
Well, see, that
talk.
was one of the things that I was shutting down
And
in my.
honestly, my potential from we in our second, if you're not watching our episodes, at the end of each episode, where we really a serious discussion we get into, we did with our dating profiles, and we don't give names. We don't give names, but we give it our dating profiles. And one of the potentials from last week. So we met on Black People Meet. I'm on Black People Meet. I've got paid subscription so I can get messages and all that good stuff. And he liked my profile, and I said hello. And then he asked me, I asked him what was his intentions on, because we went back and forth, and he said something. What I read it? I read it last week, talking about true love. So hence that time, I've got to let the universe do its job. So, okay. So we're going to watch this and see what the universe does with this, because I am being more open. I'm being even in not just in the physical thing, because I'm getting my physical. And that was I'm kind of happy, because even though I told the universe I would be open to other things, I don't know, the 5'8",
Look,
that
no,
ain't for me.
we're going
But,
to talk
you
about
know,
some of the things that you've done this week.
well, the thing is, though, this potential. I mean, he's now, and he knows about he knows about being on the episode, because I ended up. I'm looking. I might look kind of tired because, I had maybe a 6-7 hour FaceTime conversation with the potential from last week that I read the message. You go back and watch the video. I think I said something. We were talking about it, and he was a serious potential, and I did some things that I normally don't do. I responded quickly. I even turned my notifications on. How about that? So I could respond quickly.
Oh,
Which
check you out.
And I asked the right questions, and I must have asked the right questions. And and so we exchanged numbers, and now we are in a thing. Because we've had, several long conversations through the week. I'm 2 o'clock in the morning on a work day. Everybody knows me. I ain't about 2 o'clock in the morning on a dang work day. But I did, and we had a good time talking on the phone, just talking. We had a couple good text message communication, not overly, not a bugaboo. But he check in on a daily, hey babe, how you doing? Shoot me a picture here. I'm doing this. Kind of lets me know what his schedule is. And this is at the initial, this is our first. We ain't even physically met yet. So this is just the just to get to know you phase via text conversation. We've now exchanged phone numbers, and now we're
Well, y'all are about it. You're not wasting no time.
no, now we're into the FaceTime conversation. So we had a 6 hour
So when is
FaceTime.
when's the physical?
Actually, today, sometime this afternoon. It's a beautiful day. For you that don't know, I live in Tarpon Springs, Florida, beautiful outside of Tampa, right on the Gulf, and it's a beautiful day. And he's an outside person. I'm an outside person. So we're gonna get out. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees, sunny, and it's just it's a typical Florida day in January.
It's
We're
a
still in
48.
January too.
It's 48
We're
degrees right
in
now.
January. This is January 30th. 28, 29. And that's why we left Florida. But anyway, so we're talking about it. I have work to do. Because I've got a business on the side that I'm trying to build and grow. So I'm doing a lot of things. So please forgive me, because but I'm still on the prowl. So this is the question. When do I say I'm not on the prowl no more? But let me tell you, that conversation, we laughed, just belly gutching.
So here's my thing. This is a good thing that you brought this up, because this is what we need to get out. Because this is where I need to understand, and this may be my problem over the years. When you get to the point where you are interested in someone, when do you cut it off with a dating profiles and stop talking to other guys? When do you do that? Me,
if you do it prematurely, you fuck yourself. Excuse my French, but if you do it prematurely because you get all excited about somebody, and you say, "Oh, we talking, and we gonna be talking."
I've done that, and
get burned, girl. We had a conversation about that here. We had some conversations. I have never, I'll tell you, I've never met a man so open and so articulate and very open and he's got a spiritual side of him that's not religious based, but it's that deep substantive stuff. So
Well, sounds like your energy
also
matching.
also some deep belly
That's what I need. Somebody
laughing for hours and making fun and having conversations. So I am going to move potential out of potential to potential, high potential. But like I said, when do I cut it off? Because I have other potential as well. Now, and he lives far enough away that I don't, that it's going to be an issue. It's not long distance. He lives an hour and 5 minutes away, so that's not a problem. And today,
damn, we got it down to the minute.
Yes, and we're gonna do because we actually decided when we decided we're gonna meet today, we're gonna meet halfway, and it's only fair because I got a car, he got a car, thank God, and he got a car, and so I mean, like I said, we talked about things we do, we talked about family, just a lot, and but mainly. I swear to God, I imagine the last 2 hours of that conversation, 3, that he was honed in on me. Like, man, like, I was like, okay. So the universe is like, damn, okay, you say you want it, what you gonna do with it? Because that's my thing. Because I've done this before. But this one though, he's kind of different. But where I get, where you really get that instant connection, he swears he believes in love at first sight. I mean, where he was actually, by the time we were ending, he was saying that he just felt this bond and connection with each other. And I'm like, okay, that's all well and good. And he even asked me, how do I get through to you? He wants to know what I need to do to break you down. And I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't know. Shit, I done been. This is the Carm that I am right now. Is not
That's
the Carm
thing. They want to know, but you know what? They need to just start doing what they do, because if that connection is true, it's going to happen, and that energy, you're going to feel it, and
that's true.
Fireworks will explode.
But I don't even like fireworks. Remember, I think that we discussed my trust issues, because I do got trust issues and and all that shit.
Oh yeah, me too.
And the thing is, I'm not looking for fireworks, because I can get fireworks.
No. You want? No. Hold up. This thing here is going to get the entire package. I want the fireworks. I want it all. I promise you, they are not bringing. And see, here I go with what I know, but I'm serious. It has to be the whole.
I'm willing to work through that, and I don't know. Like I said, like I said,
I want to when I see that person. I feel them butterflies.
Okay, that's funny you say that, because by the end of his conversation, I told him, I said, I have butterflies, and honestly,
and then when you are intimate with that person, them fireworks gonna go off, girl. Like, let me just tell you.
I can't wait. Physical touch is my number one thing. No, I need to stop. So that's what we do. Me and Tasha, we do this. This is our normal. Either we fighting or we just laughing. And this right here is hilarious, because this is where we are. And I'm serious. I mean,
this is us.
And like I said, I gave him a disclaimer. I'm not giving his name or whatever, but he knows about, because I talked about what our purpose on building this whole thing. And we were talking about our living single. And I was like, you know what? I got 2 or 3 things going on. And this is one of the things. So I have to do it, because we were talking about what we need to do. And he said, well, he's going fishing, FISSION. He got a boat, so he going fishing. Fishing. Remember fishing from episode 3? Episode 3. Y'all gotta watch it. One of my profile, one of my likes one day called. He said, I like to socialize and I like to go fishing. FISSION. So anyway. So like I said, we've done all of this, and I know that I'm in this, and I tell you, anybody know me, I'm kind of sometimes. But when I say that I am in a creative mode, when your spirit is in that cycle, I'm going to let the universe, whatever happened, let this do. I'm going to stay open, because what I typically do, and this is what I do, when that happens, I have a great connection with someone when I first meet them. And I go, oh no, they're going to dog me out. Oh no. And the first thing, I'm gone. I won't call them back. And it's me.
Yeah, I do that
And
too.
that's where when we talked about in episode, well, when we talked about one, how we know we've let some good potential go. And that's just the word. Potential means someone that maybe could have the qualities that you wanted to make, but it just doesn't work out. So we want to define that because we ain't talking about
And
no.
look, I think that there's a couple of them. A few of my followers that I've had over the years of all these years being single, like there's been people that's literally followed me around and found me on Facebook. Oh well, so they've been my friends and stuff over the years. And I sit today and I look back and I'm like, did I overlook these? Why are they still following me? Like, why?
If they wanted you, they would have said something. They would have made it happen. That's what I say. Because they just following you because that's what people do on social media. You
I
want
don't
something.
know. There's a
You
couple
want
of
something.
them.
You want something physical. You want something in
There's
the
something
present.
about two of them that literally say, like, that tells
I
me
ain't
that
got
I
time.
push them away, that they have said the things that I just overlooked. But I still think that I overlooked it because they weren't for me.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, because if you following somebody following it, you don't. I mean, like getting to know them. They ain't trying to say, "Hey, I'd like to get to
No,
know you."
I've been on a date with them.
So then, okay, then they ain't for you because if you've been on a date with them, y'all seen each other in the physical, then y'all would be at least trying to make it happen. They just ain't got shit else to do. That's all. Are they just doing it for? That's what people do now, following each other on social media. Because if they wanted something, they would have
They
called
would
you.
speak up already.
Yeah,
That's true.
they would. I mean, you can't. Don't hold your. Because I know we've
No,
done.
I'm not holding myself for them because if that was
Yeah,
like,
but
because
maybe no shit. You
because
wrong.
no, that what I'm saying is I'm not holding myself for them because if that was the case, I would
Oh
have
no, but I'm saying you
because
grown.
they're friends the way I look
And
at
you
it.
like I said, you grown. So you want somebody grown. You want somebody that's gonna look you in the face and say, "Hi, I like you. I want to talk to you." Not following you around on. I mean, you ain't no teenager. You ain't got time to be wasted.
No, I
You
don't.
know. I mean, I'm not saying that you got to find somebody tomorrow, but you know what I'm saying. Let's read. This is why we're doing this because we've been doing them years. Is that why? Because we've been following and doing this thing. We're changing the old. We're gonna be new. We're gonna have new things, right? So we're gonna manifest that. If I manifest your tall, dark chocolate man, girl. Well, now, like I said, I'm manifested charge,
A potential, a potential is messaging me right now.
Oh,
Now
I
this
got
one, I'm not going to
my
speak his name,
fishing, so
but this one, I'm not going to look. This
okay.
one, he's found me on Facebook, and just how we were just talking. This one's found me on Facebook again, but this one and I, when I say I've met this one, I've had a fling with this one. Like there's
Okay, so then y'all need to go in and hey, let's meet up. Let's talk on the phone. Be it talk, text, the texting all day. Okay, what we gonna do? I mean, especially if you already know you in your face. Okay, we ain't got time. Let's move it. What do we want? Because next. Because
yeah.
when if you get intimate with somebody, that means you my boyfriend. I'll take it. Let's put it this
Right.
way.
Look, I'm not getting
So we
intimate
ain't got
with
time.
nobody. If
2023.
I am sleeping and we are intimate and I'm sleeping in your bed for the night or you're sleeping in mine or we just intimate together, then at that point I can't be talking to nobody else.
Let's see, I'm almost ready to drop them. I done paid for 6 months of damn black people meeting too, and now I done found this Mr. Potential, so I might have to let
Look,
that money go to the waste. You want to
when
use
I see
you want
when
to
I
change
see
my profile? You can use my. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Let's see what Mr. Potential, and I got faith in Mr. Potential. I really
Mr. Potential, when I see his picture and I hear about him, he just looks like there's something. I've told you this. I feel like this is
when I showed you the picture, you was like, oh, you look like you got the deaf
it looks
on.
like you would have fun with him.
Oh, we do. I
And
mean,
that's
just
important to have
laugh,
fun and
laugh.
laugh and love. That's what I'm talking about. You want the whole thing. You want to be able to laugh, love. And if you're having a bad day and you
Oh,
need to cry on somebody's shoulder, they're there for you too.
connected with music because you know how music is all in my soul, and because we were connected with music and all that. But anyway, I'm not, I'm just getting all. But I'm still on the prowl. But I ain't said that much this day, so we gonna see. But no, look, this is my idea.
Until he tells her she ain't on the prowl.
No, I'm kind of on the prowl. He know I'm on the prowl though. He knows it. See, I'm putting it out there. I'm on the prowl. I told him. I said I am on the prowl. I am doing a podcast with my best friend. We're talking about trying to find us our mate. He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." And I said, in fact, you was on there last week as a potential. I said we don't take names, but anyway. But no. This is what we're gonna do because I'm gonna let the universe do this work, and I might be he might be sitting beside me on one of these episodes, and that'd be fun because he said he would do that. But let me tell you, we're gonna change my profile, and you're gonna use my profile because I done paid for 6 months, and if I wanted to get off, we can change out.
But I thought this was black people's meat.
It is. You said you wanted a black man out there. You gonna find
I
one.
do, but I'm a white woman, so I thought it was black women that was looking for black men.
No, it is. I mean, it's no, because the white men on there posted that send me messages all the damn time. No, it's black people meeting you trying to look for a black. You trying to meet a black person.
Oh, so yeah, I might need to go on.
No. But I done paid for 6 months and I only used one. So I got 5 months of paid prescription where you can mess because they lock that shit down. You can't send no messages and shit unless you a paid member. And but anyway, we can switch out my profile and you go ahead and use the rest of my subscription time.
I know how to do that.
But we ain't gonna do that yet because that's premature. I want you to like we know, those potentials, you can get all hot and bothered and all excited and then
yes. I can't be doing all that.
But he won't let me go, I don't think. So we'll see. And I don't know if I'm gonna run anyway, because we talking, he think, so we'll see. So anyway, we done went off talking, girl, got me all gone on into another cloud. But anyway, this is episode 5 of What Do We Want? And manifesting and get it because we know now what we're gonna get. We are. We're excited about this series. We're gonna close out this series because we not talked enough about what we want. Now we're gonna put some of this stuff into action. We're gonna discuss that. We have some guests coming up. In fact, my childhood sweetheart, who I'm still friends with 40 some odd years later. I mean, he actually has agreed to be one of our guests. So we've got some guests coming up on some of our future episodes, and we're gonna do. What did we say? We're gonna do the Livin Single with Carm Tasha after dark. We're gonna do an after dark.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do an after dark soon. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna
talk about some intimacy stuff.
Yeah, and all that, because we grown, as we said. Right. We grown. We so, do we want to get in? All right, look. We know what I've been doing on social media, my dating profiles. I've been doing some other bullshit, but I'm letting all that. I'm kind of honed in. So, what's your Facebook looking like? Because see, like I said, I do both Facebook and.
Right now, I'm just on Facebook, but I've got some potentials. But look, I got, and then I got someone that's on Instagram that's sending me messages. Speaking of which, he just sent me one too. And this guy, he's
when did Facebook change?
What do you mean?
I mean, my business profile. I was like, damn, when you're in business profile, you don't get no feed. Okay, let's see. Well, I got 6 new views. Oh, I got a new gay. He's in Orlando. Man, he ain't bad.
He ain't bad?
No. And he sent a message. I like when they send a message with the picture because that means they're really paying attention. Oh, no. He real nice. Real nice. Whew. But you know what? Potential. Oh, he's full of shit. You know what? Anytime I see these Exxon Mobil people, that means they ain't real.
No, they're not. They're not real. I get them too.
He's not real.
And if it says New Jersey, those are scams too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get none from New Jersey. They ain't worth 2 cents.
See, just like, oh,
they're not real.
He's in Cocoa Beach. Oh, damn. You're a white boy, but he ain't bad. He's from Chicago.
I gotta get the right profile.
I liked him. Just see what happened. I had one. Now, wait a minute, Tasha. Remember the one I went outside the box? when I the one I told you I was going outside the box, and I had this white boy that liked me on the thing, and I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna respond anyway. I like this profile anyway. I was like, okay, universe, I'm going outside the box. And I asked Tasha if I did it before I did it. So anyway, and he responded back. We were going back and forth. Then he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You're the most beautiful woman, but you just live too far away." And I was like, "Phew, dodge that bullet," because I sure didn't want to make this anything
Look,
personal.
he looked like a lunatic.
No, he wasn't. He was nice looking. I thought.
Oh,
See, there
really?
you go. That's my idea of an attractive white man. That's you say.
Her attraction of a white man looked like a lunatic to me.
But anyway, but he had a lot of, you know, but
She would probably say that
dude,
about what
and he
I
was
was.
probably real too. That's the problem.
Probably.
But I was like, shoot. But anyway,
Well,
that's
listen to
you know,
this. Listen to this.
you
Now,
know,
this was the one that's got me thinking outside the box, out of, because, I'm not about the long distance. They got to be
mhm.
local. And this one was where, this is what he tells me. Listen to this. Where'd it go? Oh, shoot. Don't count yourself out. Someone you have never known, but is interested in you. A little bit of what would cost you nothing, but a phone call. Let's talk about it. I want to hear your voice and stuff. So this guy basically wants to talk to me, but then wait a minute, where's the part where he's telling me that's not what got me out of the
But what is he? How is he outside the box? Because
he's not local. And look, I need somebody local, and he's trying to get me. He's like telling me basically that he's just down the road, is how he looks at it. And I
that's a lot of them today. Now, when I lived in Vegas and when I was on the prowl back in the day before I got hooked up with, my ex-husband. Mm-hmm. Seriously, I dated a guy I dated several guys that lived in LA. I had one guy come to take me out to lunch on a work day from LA. And I talked to him that morning. He says, "I want to see you for lunch." I said, "No, you ain't." He said, "Sure enough, about 12." He said, "Do not take lunch till after 12:30. 12:15, he pulled up in front of my office. I was like, "Oh shit." And so, I mean, but
he tells
so
me,
I got that.
Too. This guy even says, he says, and remember your words, communication is key. So
wait a minute. So when are y'all going to get on the phone? Because back in
today, I'm supposed to talk to him today. Like I did agree to it, because I did tell him that fair enough, that and I don't know where those messages, somehow they got deleted, but oh no, right here he's telling me, basically I'm counting myself out because he's just 2.5, about 250 miles away from me.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. Then, like I said, then you can control that shit too. Then you know what I'm saying. That's how my potential. He's on the other side of Tampa.
He's like
he's on the. We're on the extreme. We are on the extreme sides of Tampa, so we're an hour and 5 minutes away. Like I said, so that means he won't be popping up. Well, he's retired.
Well, true, but then I might need. I got to learn to trust.
Well, that comes with time.
That does come with time, but like I just don't think that I can.
What are you trusting? You just wanted me to talk on the phone.
No. I'm talking about over time. Like I'm talking about somebody. I'm not even talking about him. I'm talking about anybody.
Okay.
Like being long distance, I don't know that I can do it because I don't know that I can trust.
Okay, but see, there you go. Because I had that conversation when we had this little conversation, and oh my God, like I said, he broke that shit down for me because I was like, look, he was like, but I mean, what do you mean? That's you're basing your stuff on past stuff. So
that's true too.
You're supposed to be
changing. I gotta look at it. I can work anywhere. So like
that's exactly. And the thing is, you can work anywhere, and it's not like you're trying to get married tomorrow. Oh no, I'm not trying to get that other issue. Well, like I said, 250 miles, though, that's a minute. That's like, I don't think I would date somebody.
Right, like I don't want to do something like that.
No, because that's like Miami. That's like me dating somebody in Miami. That's 4 hours away. 250 miles ain't no 2.5 hours. 250 miles is, especially coming from California. That's the same way coming from Miami or Orlando. We're the same kind of thing, and it's traffic.
Yeah,
so you ain't going to now, Mr. Potential. He's on the other side of Tampa. So he's still in Tampa, but he's on the other side of Tampa. I'm on this side of Tampa. So me, it's feasible. And they're 45 minutes to an hour, under an hour. We're about an hour and 5 minutes. And that's what GPS is. So you can make it in 45 minutes or whatever. But and that's 39 miles because of traffic. So you're taking 250 miles. Oh, hell no. I don't know. There you go.
I want somebody in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, even like Prump. Oh no, you don't want to know about Prump, but
No, that's a bunch of
Mesquite. Maybe
guys
about
I don't
Mesquite. What
like.
about
They
Mesquite?
a bunch of yeehawing out
What
there.
about Mesquite?
No, I don't want to go to Mesquite. I have thought about Arizona though.
Yeah, Kingman.
No, that's as bad as Pearl.
Oh no, Kingman be kicking.
Really?
Oh yeah, Laughlin.
Oh no, I've been to Laughlin.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
there was a guy that I was talking down to that was down in Laughlin, but
it's only 45 minutes. It ain't even 45 minutes. I've been down there.
but I still don't want to do that either.
Why? You can get to Laughlin faster than you get to Henderson half the time with the fucking
So I want
traffic.
him right here.
I mean, but Laughlin is like, even though you say, think about it, it take you 45 minutes to get to Henderson. You might say, oh, he's right here, but it might take you 45 minutes to get to Laughlin because it ain't nobody driving over there. That's just my thought. But anyway, let's close this out because we've been talking crazy for a while. We love our followers, and we're getting subscribers. Please comment because we enjoy doing this, and this is some way to release some of our things and our wants. We're going to update you. I'm definitely going to update you on Mr. Potential because we're going to see what happens, but I'm still going to be on the prowl.
She's still going to be on the prowl, and I'm going to have a date by next episode.
Thank you. Our next episode that we are closing out this, and we're going to create another series of things. Let us know what you want to talk about. We're going to do an after dark episode coming up soon, and like I said, we got some guests coming up. We want we should get a lady panel of women and let's do that. So if you want to be part of our panel, which we're going to create here shortly,
comment below.
All righty. Thank you, Tasha. I will talk to you next week. Well, now I'm going to talk to you many times before next week, but we see you guys next week on Living Single with Carm and Tasha. I'm Carm.
I'm Tasha.
All righty.
Harmony always. Bye.
Bye.